Hi friends and fellow Earth Angels, it's Gladys, and welcome back to another one of my weekly Sunday card readings. And this spread will start by covering March 21st through the 27th, or whenever you're guided to watch, as I always intend these to be timeless readings. So welcome friends. Thank you so much for being here week after week. I'm very much enjoying this journey with you. And so we have just dropped into the spring equinox. Spring is officially here. Yay. It's about like the birthing of new ideas, it's new beginnings, it's, I don't know, I've always seen spring as like new possibilities. We are now officially in Aries season. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's kind of like the beginning of a lunar cycle. We have to also remember that Aries is technically the youngest of the zodiac. So this week, be mindful of that, impulsivity. Before I started the video, I was kind of connecting with the energy and I kept seeing Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And she's like, I want it now. So understand that Aries can sometimes activate impulsivity, impatience. And again, just the awareness and just the understanding of it can give you the opportunity to shift it. So patience with yourself and your journey. I've been speaking about the last few weeks, how we're activating receptivity, our law of magnetism, the divine feminine energy that's in all of us, manifesting and creating and being in flow. And that requires us to practice being in the present moment, right? So in this time, like those addictions of impulsivity or being reactionary can certainly come up. And, I just want you to practice loving all parts of you, right? We're human. Earth angels have come to this planet to know God, to know Creator, and co-create with the universe, right? In human form. So we're learning how to befriend the ego part of us, right? So the ego will always be there. It can be friend or foe, but I don't mean it in a positive or negative way. It's almost like a conscious and an unconscious. When we're aware of the ego program of limitations, that's the space we want to shift out of because it's fear-based, and we want to pull into the energy of love. I think the human part of us is, and that ego, the human, the spiritual part of, let's say the ego is almost like, I feel like it's that part that helps us be aware that there's something greater than we are, that there's more to what this life and what we see has to offer. And there's so many people that are awakening to that, the magical possibility of what can be. And, Earth angels, I feel like, are really stepping into their empowered energy and creating and manifesting and drawing in, and lives are changing and people around you are going to see that, right? I started talking about it last year, how, God was going to turn that key and activate us. Well, now is the time for us to embody and be the miracle, right? The miracle is Creator working through our human form to defy what the limitation of the human mind thinks possible. So you have to understand, friends, we're in this beautiful space right now where, so many of us don't have to, because of the gift of the location that we're in or the hard work that you've put in all these years. We're in a space right now where there's a freedom to not have to be in survival mode all the time. And now we can thrive. Now we can go deeper. Now we can explore the possibilities of life on deeper levels, and that's how we inspire others. That's how we teach others. And I've had some really incredible magical things happening, and I'm not ready to share it yet because things are still unfolding, but I'm hoping, stay tuned to this channel, I'm hoping to share over time like my methods and what I've learned. And so make sure you're subscribing or staying in tune, liking the video so these stay in your feed. And So that's kind of like my channeled message for this week. So this week I thought it would be fitting to work with the Mother Nature and animal energy this week. So I'm going to be working with the Archangel Animal cards and then Crystal Angels. And then I'm going to tap into our emotions, emotional support with the Whispers of the Ocean cards. And then what to focus your energy on. I'm going to ask the Sacred Earth Oracle, what can you focus your energy on this week for deeper healing? And then soul message, a message from your higher self with flower therapy. So that's the plan. We'll see how everything unfolds. So let me open up space for you. Let me us. Let me invite in all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light who would like to assist with this guidance for you today. I want to tap into the animal earth medicine. And I'm going to ask that the messages that come through be for your best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. All right, animal medicine for this week. What is the most important message you need to hear, see, feel, and know? Whoa. Okay, so we're not, so we're going to just pull all three because that's what came out. So let's see here. Giraffe. Aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. Yes, Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel as I know it, so I connect with Jophiel as a she vibration. And I do that because I connect her with the angel of beauty. And if you remember, I've talked about how the divine feminine energy, or if you're a divine feminine on this planet, dominant divine feminine on this planet, you've come to this life to create love and beauty or pour love and beauty into the world. So I feel like the giraffe energy can help you clear out old patterns, old belief systems, cycles, rhythms, right? Control, perfectionism, responsibility, the I am, I know, I can part of us, right? Kind of breaking through that. And then tuning into your internal compass, right? When we are checking in with decisions and guidance and checking in with our higher self and our guides and being able to ask them, show me the wisdom or show me the next step. Let me see show me the leads, right? Following the leads by giving the demand, almost like I like to say respectfully demanding a lead, right? So, okay, show me what the next step is. Show me what I need to do. And this is where your patience comes in, right? And your stillness and pause and quiet and all those things we've been talking about is taking a little mini break and being able to go within and listen or become aware of the vision that comes to you, envisioning the next step. And I feel like Jophiel can help you clear out any negativity, any illusions, any false expectations appearing real, and tapping into the giraffe energy. It's like kind of seeing what other people can't see, tuning into that vibration. So the second card that came out is the donkey. Oh, another magical energy. Keep your heart open no matter what. Angels Mary and Gabriel, right? Gabriel's the messenger. Mary is that maternal, unconditional love energy. And so we're also learning now how to forgive and accept people, places, things, and ideas. Now, when we forgive and accept, that doesn't mean that we're open to being steamrolled and that we can't have boundaries. It's like, okay, I see the pain, I see the fear, I see where this person is coming from, and I can have compassion for them and I can have love for them, and I can also not be around them and make that choice. And so, we're in a place right now where the feminine energy on this planet is activating the heart chakra, right? Which is the shadow work is acceptance and forgiveness. So we're in this phase of the new moon right now, and the new moon in Pisces, and experiences can be happening. People can say things. So write these things down. And when the full moon comes in, I think it's going to be 8 days from when I started this video. When the full moon comes, that's the time that you can sit with those experiences and surrender it to the Divine Mother, right? That affirmation that I was sharing earlier, I surrender this burden to the Christ within and I go free. So being able to just have these experiences and know that, it's really hard to be in a transformative state when you're first learning this stuff and these experiences come up and you get triggered and you get activated. And I feel like Donkey is reminding you those things are going to happen because you're human, but then you can learn how to alchemize it. You can learn how to transform it and maybe not necessarily be defensive and take it so personally, because that's when we guard our hearts and we say, I will never this or I will never that. I've certainly made the mistake of doing that in the past, and I will never, ever, ever get over this. I will never, 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 that will never happen again, or I'm never going to do this. And, it always transforms, and I always end up eating my words and kind of chuckling about it. Well, not in a funny kind of way, but in a, okay, I get it. Haha, you get it. So the universe is reminding you that challenges and difficult experiences and things can come up, certainly. And they're also reminding you to keep your heart open. We're here to practice forgiveness and experience love on deeper levels. And that means loving the ones that are hard to love. And then the third, animal medicine, panda. Stay balanced in your essence. I love it. Again, here's angels Mary and Jophiel again that have come up, right? The angel of beauty, the angel that helps transmute negative energy or low vibrational energy, raises up a little bit. And Sandalphon is the angel that I connect with music. He is the angel that I connect with giving prayers to God, making sure our prayers are received by the higher levels. He's kind of like, I don't know, it's like I just feel like he just kind of gathers everybody's prayers up and makes sure they're delivered, right? Sometimes we can say to people, oh, I'll pray for you, or I'll keep you in my thoughts, and then life happens and we forget. It's like in those moments where we intend to pray for somebody or want to send them well wishes, I feel like Angel Sandalphon is in it in those moments, so we don't have to carry all this stuff around. And then he kind of packs it all up and then goes up the escalator and hands it all to God. That's my image of Sandalphon. So it's reminding you to stay balanced in your essence. And I think that's that part of giving and receiving. That's part of our healing work. And then also too, spring is a time to play. It's when all the babies are born and all the baby bunnies and the baby farm animals, and I think about all and how fun they are. I mean, I think I've mentioned in other videos, my most favorite thing is to watch the baby goats jumping around and jumping all over each other and knocking each other over and running around and super excited. And, I see them and I'm like, God, I want to experience that kind of joy, that kind of fun, that type of innocence, more of that or something even better. And I'm grateful that I do have a lot of experiences like that, a lot of joy in my life. So activating that energy of playfulness and laughter and fun, because we're coming out of this, I don't know, the dark ages or this shadow work that we've been deep in. So I feel like this week the universe is reminding you of the joy, the laughter, the play, the wonders of life, being able to be a witness to the miracles. You have to remember too, the aha moments that you're having is the healing, right? I just read that recently somewhere and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been saying that. So it's out there. It's a vibration that's out there, meaning when we're having these hits, when we're seeing and we're a witness to these divine miracles, and when the crows are showing up in your life, and then right after something magical happens, or you're seeing the cardinals, and you're just had you just been thinking about your loved ones. It's like we're closer than ever to that vibration. The veil is so beautifully thin, and the world is really magical. And remember, it's right there for us in the present moment, right? So when your mind is ahead in the future on how, when, what, if, or if your mind is way in the past, shoulda, coulda, woulda, or your mind is on what everybody else's business is, you're out of sync, right? So the work right now is really practicing being in the present moment and remaining connected, or aware that you're connected, because you're always connected. You're never disconnected. It's just, the rabbit hole of the shadow that we can fall down sometimes, that we forget that we're connected. So it's like being reminded or remembering that love is always there, right? And you can notice that when you feel the discomfort and discord in your body, right? The restriction and the constriction. And then when you notice that, I've said often, relax, breathe, soften, and open your heart, right? And saying, okay, God, show me you're there, show me your presence. Some of you have some really big waves of emotions that are coming up and out, and know that that's the kind of like the tension and the squeeze of almost like the birthing canal. It's like when we're uncomfortable and we're uncertain and we don't know what's going to happen, I've learned to bring it on, and all right, I'm recognizing something's big is going to happen, because I've been so aware of how I've been feeling that now I feel like it's kind of my mission to kind of share what I've learned and lead people, right, through my own experiences, through my own stories. That's why I share a lot of my stories in these videos. That's the way I'm using this energy to teach, and I think it's powerful, and understand that you're here because you're part of that energy too. You're magical. You're here to teach and share in the world, and all of us are in different vibrations of that. And so some of you are doing your inner work. Some of you are practicing confidence and empowerment. Some of you are, manifesting and creating, and we're all in different levels here. And I think that's why it was all important for all these 3 cards to come out. All right, so Crystal Angel, what message of healing, with these all being said, I'm going to ask the crystal energy, what message of healing, does the animal medicine, earth medicine, have for you? Ooh, heightened intuition. I'm telling you, Moonstone. You earth angels that have been dialed in the frequencies. And, I do want to talk about how important it is to maintain your spiritual practice right now, and your prayers, and listening to those mantras, whatever the mantras is. I've been listening to a mantra that is connecting with Goddess Kali. I've been listening to a mantra that's connected with the Divine Mother. I've been listening to music that opens the heart chakra. And so, I feel like, I've been doing this intuitive work for, over 13 years now, professionally, and years before that. So, and I just feel like now my intuition and my guidance and the hits that I'm getting are even more stronger. But I think that's because my confidence has shifted, my self-esteem, my worth, my value, my empowerment has really strengthened within me. And now it's almost like, I don't know, it's like being in sync, or I'm kind of seeing the imagery of like DNA, like I see the pattern now, or I see how it all works together. It's my own unique symbolism, right? And I'm dialed in, and I can see it now. And because I can see it now, the universe and the masters has gifted me with heightened intuition, and that's happening. And you get that gift, or you move through that through honor and reverence and humility and humbleness and a dedication to be in service to others, not necessarily to get something, fortune, fame, money, stuff like that. That's all great, but when you're in that high vibrational state, it's a byproduct, right? It flows, it's natural, but that's not your focus. You're not doing something to get something. It just is. So the card says, be extra aware of your inner knowings as it's trustworthy, right? So this is exactly what I mean. I'm sure you guys have noticed even these readings have gotten more in sync, the way I channel, and then the cards come out to back it up. And So again, this goes back to the internal compass that I was talking about earlier, where we're being asked to check in and and take inspired action based on the heart pull instead of the influence. And magic, it's magical. It's just such a magical time, and I don't know, it's special, and I'm really enjoying this energy. So heightened intuition, that's like the healing work you've been doing. This is what the outcome is. This is what the gift is going to be. And again, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, heightened intuition, keep your heart open, and then balanced. Some of you, so as empathic people, sometimes empaths really struggle with being in their physical body. Like they just want to be like in that spiritual realm and they want to be channeled. So some of you, I want to remind you how important it is to ground and anchor your energy. So if you're craving like fast food, if you're craving I don't want to say all these words to like activate the cravings within you, but if you're going to things to ground, like I don't know, junk food and junk TV, and it's your way to kind of ground, just be mindful of maybe going to a drum meditation or a chakra clearing meditation or grounding energy. So I have some videos that I listen to that is the Om, but it's like the monks, and they've got very, very low, deep voices. And so when I need to be grounded, I kind of go that, and I just imagine my feet planted into the earth. So I think that's something with this balanced part here is nutrition and nourishing your body. And I'm not talking about diet. I'm not talking about weight. That's all like 3D stuff. I'm talking about your body is your vehicle. It's your vessel. It's your way to be of service, and your energy is crucial, right? And so if you're not fueled in a healthy way, if you're not clear, right? I know a lot of you, myself included, are shifting away from like alcohol. You're shifting away from things that give you a false sense of connection. A lot of you are stepping away from social media platforms in some ways. And again, none of this is good or bad, right or wrong. It's just you're learning how to tune into your heightened intuition in these higher frequencies, stepping out of the attachments and the addictions of the 3D world. So emotionally, what does the animal medicine, earth medicine have to support you this week? What message do you need to know to support yourself emotionally? Help appears in various ways. You're not alone. If you're trying to figure all this out on your own, there is support with you. So this is card number 35. 3 + 5 = 8. 8 is the infinity number. It's the abundance number. And it's also the number that reminds us if we're repeating patterns and cycles again that we need to kind of step out of. So the card says there is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continuously or continually. Continually. I like continuously. Anyway, so again, this goes back to the message that I channeled in the beginning, reminding you to bring yourself back to the present moment, because this is where the guidance is. And there are the sirens. I hope you heard that. That's Archangel Michael. I love how he just he's like a fly-by-night angel. He just pops in and saying, and me, I'm support. Remember me. Michael is the guardian of light, right? He is the bodyguard to earth angels. He's the protector. He's like the leader of armies. So you got to remember that you have this boss angel. You have this bodyguard that is like down on his knee, kind of like that knight that says, I'm here for you. How can I help you? I love you so much. I'm thinking of the Princess Bride, when the character in the Princess Bride always tells her, as you wish, as you wish. I feel like that's like Archangel Michael coming into you right now and reminding we have to ask. Remember, the universe abides by the law of free will. So the universe will not, God will not intervene unless we're asking. This is why prayer and openness and us looking up, there's a lot to these old religions and these paradigms. There's a lot to the practices that they taught us, right? In its simplest form. And so it's great to have that base. It's great to have those, basic structures, because there's a lot that we can learn from that, right? But we want to apply it in a loving space and apply it to loving energy, as opposed to that separate and divide, better or worse, higher or lower. We want to kind of activate, I say Jesus as energy, who his original principles was love others, love God, love yourself, right? And connect with God. And, I think a big part of Jesus's unconditional love was the love of everybody. And he saw the oneness and the unity of every single being and every single, animal and person and, tree on this planet. He saw the love in everything. So earth angels are born with that gift of unconditional love, and now we're learning to practice it on ourselves, right? And then as we do that, we share it with others. The others that need that will be naturally attracted to us. So remember, you're not alone. Call on the angels, call on whomever, your special deity is. Call on that vibration and ask for its assistance. Remember, I was saying in the beginning, ask for the lead. It's respectfully demand guidance, respectfully demand an answer, not an answer, like a pathway, right? A stone to be unturned. And then really you got to bring yourself in the present moment to see it and be aware of it. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to use the sacred earth. So where does the animal medicine, earth medicine feel like the best way to focus your energy, the best way to focus your energy this week on healing? Friction. Oh, I'm going to read the book on this one. Yes, it's kind of like that shadow and light stuff. Hold on a second. Let's just adjust these. Friction. I'm not even going to attempt that one. I feel like I just need to go right to the book. Okay. Oh, okay. So the earthly meaning of friction this week. This is where you can dig deeper into your healing and uncover your intuition and your heart energy on a deeper level. So this is the work here, friends. It says, respond to someone's words, not their tone. Answer an uncomfortable discussion with questions. That's what Jesus did. He never, ever answered yes or no. There was always, when somebody asked him a question, he responded with another question. So answer an uncomfortable discussion with questions. Listen, gather information, and be flexible. Here's your work, friends. Change your position due to a clearer understanding, but do not be worn down by argument. Resist an attempt to erode your character. Counter an abrasive personality by elevating knowledge and experience, right? Here's this energy right here showing you how and where the work is. It says, pull back your emotions and let the truth reveal itself. So remember, Aries energy, for those that are not awakened, can activate this demanding temper tantrum. Remember, we all have Aries in our chart somewhere, and that energy is somewhere within all of us. So this isn't like, but again, you might be more sensitive to it. You might be more aware of that energy, and like I said, so more opinions and more the illusion of separation, and this is good, this is bad, right? And you're here just to really be a witness of it. And what you can do, it's kind of like that monk energy. That monk energy knows it's got like this, the monk energy has this knowing of the spiritual journey and respects where people are at on their journey. And the monk energy has a phenomenal way of diffusing the human, like the wounds of the ego with a smile, with compassion. Like I think about the Dalai Lama or Thich Nhat Hanh. I believe that's how you say his name. I'm seeing his face, and I know it's like THIC, that Thich Nhat Hanh. I believe that's how you say his name. And I'm seeing those energies and their compassion of knowing the human experience, and that there many humans are at different stages, and so many of you are awakening to that. And I think this is where it's asking you to take that energy that's coming, and maybe you would react, or maybe you would try to defend, or maybe you would try to prove something, and it really just kind of wears you down. The avoidance of situations and experiences, it's okay to when you recharge, but we can't just cocoon and hermit and bubble forever. We need to be out, shining our love, shining our light, helping people remember that there's more to the limitations that they're living in. All right, let me finish here with a message from your higher self. Overall, maybe the great Mother Nature, Mother Earth herself. Let's see here. What's the most important message you need to do, say, be, and have right now? Oh, time to decide. Make a decision now, so you can move forward. So some of you might be stuck. I don't want to use that word. Some of you may be, some of your energy might be focused. Hold on a second. So when you're feeling discord or discomfort in your body, and you're practicing being present, you're relaxing, breathe, softening and opening, and you're in this space, when you can check in and ask yourself just the question, is this fear-based or is this love-based? Fear-based or love-based? And you'll feel the difference. And no judgments, just notice it. And then it almost feels like in that moment you get to decide. Do you want to perpetuate the fear? Do you want to keep, I mean, sometimes it's like eating a hamburger from like a fast food place. I mean, it's good for like, it's good going down, but like the aftermath, forget it. So remember, if you feed the fear, then notice like how you feel after. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why we don't want to do this. So this card here almost feels like you get to decide. As you're aware of your energy, you're aware of how you're feeling, you get to decide how you want to move forward from that. Are you in friction? Are you uncomfortable, annoyed, aggravated? Can you transform it? Can you pull out of it? Because remember, it's not our job to fix, save, change everyone, right? We're stepping out of that old paradigm, and we're now, which was the energy when I started this work, when I 13 years ago, in the last 20 years or so. So there's so much new energy and new vibrational energy that's coming in. This is why the books that you're supposed to be writing, the classes you're supposed to be teaching, or I shouldn't say supposed to, but the downloads that you're getting and the inspired action that you're getting, the hits that you're getting, is for this new vibrational energy that's coming out. There's so many books out there that are outdated and old and based on an old paradigm. So this is the part of change. This is the part of flow. This is the part of evolution that we're in right now, and it's exciting. And so you get to decide, right? Every day you get to decide. Every minute you get to decide. Every second you get to decide what you want to be. And there is no like, God, I don't believe in a punishing God. I don't believe in a judgmental God. I believe in a God that believes in me 1000% and knows I'm going to make mistakes and knows I'm going to mess up and knows I'm going to forget. And that's how I learn. And I always remember to go back to teacher. God is my ultimate supreme master teacher. And every time I go to him with or that energy, with my discomforts, my annoyances, my aggravations, my confusions, of course, as a medium, I work with clients and I hear stories that are really like unsettling. And, I go to God, I'm like, why God, why does this have to be? Why do things have to happen that way? Why do bad things happen to good people, right? All these questions that we ask, I bring them to Creator, bring them to Source. And it's just magical how it's always answered in some way, whether it be through one of my spiritual fathers, or whether it comes from one of my spiritual mothers, or these cards. The answers are always there, but we get to decide, do we want to follow that path? Because remember, it means we have to step away from an old way of being, an old comfort zone, an old paradigm. And God says, I will love you no matter what. If you choose to stay or you choose to evolve and grow, I still love you. And I think some of you need to really hear that. I think your inner child needs to hear that. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at on your journey, as long as you're continuing to try, as long as you're continuing to show up, as long as you're continuing to stay connected and be willing and open, right, in your heart chakra. You'll move by leaps and bounds. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter your financial status. It doesn't matter who you know. It doesn't matter how you look. It's that purity of that unconditional soul that's within you, and that's what's being called right now to be connected with. Who am I without all these people, places, things, and ideas? And there's the sirens again. Michael's like, I'll show you. I'll bring it in. He's hilarious. He and I have so much fun. I'm like in this, my house, like my apartment by myself. And, I don't know, Michael and I have a really good time together. So, and of course it's not a physical energy. It's like a frequency. It's a vibration that I tune into. So I really hope that, you're open to, energies like this, the Archangel Michael and Jophiel and Mary and Sandalphon. And my hope is with these readings that it just feeds you and gives you, nourishes you more information so that you can be more empowered on your journey. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to say my closing prayer. So thank you for being here. I'm going to thank Archangel Michael for showing up. I'm going to thank all the archangels, your guardian angels, guides, the ascended masters, the Divine Mother and Father, and all holy beings of light that held space for us. I want to thank the animal medicine that showed up, and the earth energy that showed up for us. I wanted to say something. I'm going to ask that any healing that was started continue for as long as it needs to be done. There's something I wanted to say. It just flew out of my head. That's okay. So if you're getting other messages, that you feel, can support the people that are watching this, if you see anything in the cards that I may have missed that go in alignment with the messages that I channeled, or if you have something that you want to share, please, feel free to put them in the comments. I've mentioned this in other videos. Those of you who comment regularly, you get a free pass, and you don't have to go through my my filter system. You can bypass that. If you just want to stay connected with the energy, and you want to, when people are scrolling through the comments, I think it's really cool to just see lots of beautiful energy. So if you want to send me, emojis of hearts and flowers and animals and all those fun things, and you want to fill my comments with those things, that's pretty cool too. I don't really see that too much on the videos, so I like that idea. So that's kind of what I wanted to share. And if I can help you, if I can be of support for you in any way, maybe you're stuck, maybe you just need some clarity on something. That's what my divine guidance reading is about. It's like tuning into the soul vibration, connecting you with angels and guides just to support you. Sometimes we just need a little bit of that miracle grow to remember, oh yeah, that's right, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Or my life purpose sessions, or if you're really struggling with the loss of a loved one, I've got my mediumship session, or there's a combo session that incorporates all three. free. So that's available to you too. Of course, watching these videos every week, you're going to get nourishment and spiritual insight and teaching. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. God loves you so much. Trust in the divine, trust your intuition, and I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.